All right, guys, let's do a message now for Aries or Aries cross watcher. Oh, that's funny. I just saw the Emperor. Yep, Aries is ready. Aries or Aries cross watcher. You can be anybody watching this video at any point in time, any of my videos. It really doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are. We all have every sign in us and no sign at all. So if you're here, there might be something in this message for you. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe it's the whole damn message. I don't know. But here we go. What do we have for Aries or Aries cross watcher? Six of Pentacles trying to come out. That's giving, sharing, reciprocity, receiving. It's receiving and giving. It depends on, are you the recipient or the giver of something here. So let's see. Aries or cross watcher. Okay. So it looks like there's a situation with a person that you don't know at this time. Well, I mean, I don't know. You may know, but the other individual may not know what to do or how they're really feeling. They may be kind of wishy-washy, kind of eh. Your connection with somebody right now, whoever this message is for, is like this. You know? So, the way that the person feels about you is Three of Pentacles. It may feel like you're easy to work with, maybe actually work with. You're cooperative, team player. They may even feel like you're really good at your craft, you're good at what you do. Maybe they feel like there's something in yourself that you have mastered and they respect that. They think you're really good at something. And because you're really good at something, it gives more meaning to whatever it is that you do. It might even be someone who's, like you could be sought after for something that you're really good at, whatever this is. Could just be advice, like being there for somebody, because whatever it is, it has to do with the Queen of Swords. That's the energy that you're sitting in. Not always the easiest to listen to and hear, but you're going to get straight facts, or you're going to get the truth, or you're going to get a direct response or answer. Genuine. You can get somebody who's genuine. May not always an easy pill to swallow. You know, like when you get sick and you get those big ass pills that are hard to swallow, and you definitely can't just swallow it with your spit. You got to have a drink with you. It's like that. You're kind of, you know, it depends on who this is. Some people may find you hard to swallow, no pun intended. And some people may feel that you're easy to swallow. So this would be this person who finds you easy to ingest, easy to swallow. And they may seek you out for something here. Either due to your expertise, the quality of what it is, your work, something like that, okay? So I want to say somebody is seeking something that you offer or something about you. They're seeking you out for something. Maybe for your help, your services, your vision, your advice, your truth, your honesty, something like that. Okay, strength. I mean, this is how somebody feels about you. They feel like you're strong and you're confident. Somebody sees you in a positive light, whoever this is. Now, I'm not saying everybody does, but this particular person does. The problem isn't with you, it looks like if they're seeming like this and you don't know how to take somebody right now, or kind of what's you know, the vibe between the two of you, or the air here, It's not because of you or how they're viewing you or feeling about you. It's something going on in their personal life. Like this person's going through some sort of hardship right now. I don't know if they're struggling with their own work, struggling with who they are, or they're struggling in a relationship, in their living environment. They're struggling in some way because this is the energy the person's coming in on. 5 of Pentacles, that's rough. They're going through some challenges and some changes, maybe some financial struggles. They're having troubles. Don't we all? Don't we all have troubles? So, I mean, it's not like you can't relate to this person. You can. Especially being in the Queen of Swords energy, we talk about this, but the Queen of Swords speaks from experience. So you understand, you would get this. It's not that the Queen of Swords is just a hard ass. No, you have a level of empathy. You do understand. And maybe that's something this person knows. I don't know. But you can also be like, all right, well, we're going to pick ourselves up and do what we got to do. You know, brash comes to mind. So somebody's going through some pretty rough times right now, whether you're aware of it or not. So if you're not and someone seems kind of, you don't really know, that's why, baby. Because the person's going through some shit. They're going through some really rough shit behind the scenes. If you do know about it, this is why. Maybe they seem a little flaky, a little iffy, a little wishy-washy, a little different at times, you know. Sometimes they burn hot, sometimes they burn cold, or they, whatever. They're different, you know, hard to pin down or pinpoint, but you do intuitively because been there, done that, seen it before. There's always a man behind the curtain with all of us. So, yeah. It's somebody who's trying to navigate their own hardship right now. Could even be spiritual. Like there could be something that they are either being forced to leave behind because the universe is ready for them to change and shift into something else. They're giving them, after the 5 of Pentacles is that 6 of Pentacles we saw. Could be the universe trying to give someone a new path or clear the way for a new path, have them see, like readjust their path. You know, if this is reversed, this is what you're going through. I, for one, am definitely going through this. I'm going through a spiritual awakening right now. And it's not as heavy as some of my other unveilings, but you know, it's there. It's just different. So I'm going to appear as different. I may even appear as detached, you know, withdrawn kind of to myself because there's a lot of change going on within. So yeah, I'm going through some sort of hardship right now, but it's on a spiritual level. This could be the case as well, whether this is your message and it is where you're the one going through this or it's someone else. But either way, I'm going to speak on it because it's laying out as it's another person, but you could be the Aries watching for maybe another Aries. That's what the Aries is going through. So if they seem kind of unpredictable or you don't really know what to expect from them from one day to the next or when they're going to be present and when they're going to be absent, that's why. Okay, and we can, if we're coming from a place of understanding and even empathy, because we have this type of knowledge, we get it, because we've been there, then we can be understanding about, you know, everybody's got their own process and has their own things going on, and we don't always know, so we can't fucking assume. So it'd be best right now to not assume what someone's going through. You are older and wiser, clearly, with that Queen of Swords energy. And again, coming from a place of understanding and experience and empathy, you know what it's like when you're in this. And the last thing you fucking need is pressure from people trying to get you to perform and be performative. We're all performing, even if we don't realize we are. We're all fucking performing. And so it's nice to just ease the fuck up off a little bit and let somebody go through what they're going through, because I mean, this is also an energy that they're in. They can be overwhelmed. They could be trying to, you know, stay present, but they're drifting off into this and into that and into this, and then they're thinking this and that and you know, so just let this person do them. Right now, it may be a little like this with somebody. It's going to continue to be that way because this person's going through something. They might even be losing faith that things may improve in certain areas of their life, or one area in particular. And that's a lonely place to be. To lose faith at all. I mean, they could be losing faith in themselves. They may be even like, there may be an energy here of, I don't want to settle, or if I have been having to settle, I don't want to continue to fucking settle. So there's an adjustment going on with somebody in their life, and it's affecting their outer life. It's affecting a relationship they have with somebody, whether it's romantic or a relationship with someone in their family or friend group, or several different relationships with others they have. It's affecting their work. Of course it is. And you know what? That's okay. The world doesn't want you to see that that's okay, because we're all so fucking controlling and demanding. Yet, God forbid anyone do that to us. You know what I mean? Give us a little time. Like, I need some understanding. But then we don't have understanding for other people. We're all like that at different times. So, you know, somebody can't really show up for you the way that you maybe are used to, or the way that you would like them to, or whatever, because you're on completely different energetic levels right now. And that is okay. This is an individual person on this planet, and they have a path. It looks like it's shifting and it's changing. That's also okay. And they're going through their own things. I would say you're probably pretty understanding of this, because Aries, you know, if you are an Aries watching this, you don't like to be controlled, bitch. And man or woman, and you don't like others to control you, and you don't really want to control anybody. It's actually very, very off-putting, and it's an extreme turnoff. So maybe you just want to maybe understand what's going on with you and someone. That's what it is. You could say they're at a crossroads. You could say they're, yeah, kind of, yeah. They may even feel like they're outgrowing an environment or something. Like they're outgrowing their own britches in a way, but it isn't a positive way. Like they need to, but it's uncomfortable. Change can be uncomfortable. So they may feel like they're not welcome. Like they don't really relate to something they're doing financially anymore. It's not making as much sense, or they need to adjust in some way because there's a change. It's like the universe is knocking on the door of their heart saying, open, open, open. We're ready. We're going to shift you a little bit. We're going to change things around, doing a little early spring cleaning because it's winter. So where I'm at right now in the world, it's winter. It's a little early spring cleaning, but it's fine. Not for them. It's right on time. And so, you know, maybe they feel like not welcome in their own home. Maybe they don't feel like they just aren't feeling like they fit and things are really making sense right now. And that is so, that's a lot on a person. It's a lot because it's affecting certain areas of their life that maybe perhaps they had gotten comfortable in that they don't need to be comfortable in anymore, because it's time to move on. It's time to grow and evolve, and in growing and evolving, changes occur, and then other people get affected by that. And then you start seeing the real loyalty of people, because people don't want you to change. People don't want you to, they don't understand that you're a person too, and you're also on this planet going through changes and evolutions of your own. And so you'll see that people will come and they'll go, and people will try to, you know, control your own process. They'll try to understand it, pick it apart. They'll demean you. You'll get labeled a lot of things. I mean, this person's in a rough spot. Okay, here we go. This is what's going on. They may even be having to, like, if they're struggling financially, they may be having to, like, pinch pennies right now. Especially, too, because they don't even maybe know exactly what they're supposed to be doing in their career, or if they want to stay somewhere, continue with something, or the way they're doing it. Maybe they need more time during this internal evolution of their soul to pull back and take it all in, see what they really want to do, and consider the many possibilities. But, you know, we don't always have the time to do that and the luxury of being able to do that. So that can be difficult, and then it affects our money. And it's, guys, it's a lot. Wheel of Fortune, what'd I say? That's exactly what I was talking about. This is about change, perhaps even unexpected, like it's kind of come out of nowhere. You know when you get on like a Ferris wheel and it stops at the top? I always get Ferris wheel and carousel confused. Carousel goes like this, the Ferris wheel goes like this, right? Because the carousel is horses or whatever animal. Here we're on a Ferris wheel. Sometimes they stop at the top. We rock it a little. That's what's happening. I feel like someone's being stopped at the top of this wheel of fortune. And they're kind of like, no, let's keep it going on the current trajectory we were on. And the universe has another idea, because this is a reminder that the universe is ultimately in charge and we're not. So even if we try to be and to control our situation or stay in a comfort zone and in our little bubble and our safety net, this is like almost like it or not, you know, we're being, they might even be getting sick a little bit or feeling ill in some way. I don't know if it's like 24/7 every day, but maybe it spurts throughout the day because my nose is now running. So it's also a sign of them evolving and changing and going through something, because sometimes when we go through spiritual adjustments, we'll get sick in some way, and it's like our body purging itself. It's really interesting. The body is like an intelligent thing, and so our body will react to what's going on spiritually within us. And you know, even if we're not in an environment that we need to be in anymore and it's time for a change, our physical body will start to tell on us. Like, we can get ill, we can start breaking out, we can start getting like these crazy headaches that come out of nowhere, and we attribute it to just the change in the weather and the seasons, and maybe I was just recently around somebody who was sick, so that must be what it is. And yes, those can be contributing factors as well, but also it can be that something's going on internally within us, and it's trying to give us a sign, like a signal. Hey, there's some change ahead. Prepare. That's what's happening here. Somebody's kind of being wiggled and shaken, a little bit like a loose tooth, up out of something that it looks like a comfort zone, but it's really not. And not only that, whatever someone's actually being adjusted up out of and through, navigated through, the universe is helping this happen. It's not actually that stable, nor is it edifying for their soul. It's not. For whatever it was, but it's not no more, and they don't see that. And so, and if this is you haven't seen it, and now you're starting to see it, like, okay, here, you know, and the best thing to do right now would be for this person to surrender, because the more they resist this, I mean, everybody else around them is going to be resisting it, so that's a fucking enough. But if they resist it themselves, they're going to add insult to injury. They're just going to make it 10 times worse for themselves. So kind of about this person is best slipping away, and you know, whatever comes up, sitting with it and exploring these different avenues that come up in their emotions. Maybe they need to get lost in some fantasy right now, in some illusion. There's a time for everything. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season. That sounds like shit. Turn, 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 you know. And a time to everybody under heaven. I forget the lyrics. To everything, turn, 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 turn. There is a turn here, a pivot. And so maybe they need to get lost in some sort of grand dreams. Maybe they're even having some crazy dreams or some pretty intense dreams, some vivid dreams, whether they remember them in depth or period at all or not. This is okay. It's time for that. It's time for some daydreaming here. It's time for some pondering. And in fact, this could be a good thing. It's almost like just what the doctor ordered, because when we can do that amidst all this change and this pivot that's very uncomfortable, and then dealing with everyone else that don't know how to deal with it because they're not ready for it, but it's not their path, it's not their path, it's ours, and they forget we're individual people because they've done linked us all together, and they're like, well, this has got to be this way, and the fuck. And so it's nice to have this. Sometimes the Seven of Cups is what we need. Sometimes we need the devil energy. Sometimes we need the temperance energy and the star energy, and sometimes we need the tower and death. But right now, what the doctor has ordered is somebody, it's okay for this person to zone out right now, to have these grand visions or dreams, and to shuffle through all of them. I'm getting a vision now in my mind's eye of whenever I would go to Dollywood. Was it Dollywood? Or was it Rock City? Here in Tennessee, we have Rock City and Dollywood, but I can't remember. And that you can buy like different bags of sand, right? And they contain different gemstones and stuff in them. And you never know really what's in it. It may have a picture on the bag that says this could contain this, 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 and this, like an amethyst, a lapis lazuli, or jasper. You never know what's going to be in it. But typically, you buy the bag. The bigger the bag, the more expensive it is. Then you take it to this like little water fountain thing, right? And you pour all the fucking sand in this little sifter looking shit, and you sift it through the water so it cleans off the stones, and boom, voila, it's exposed. And you see all these glittery little things. You're like, oh my God. Some are really small and they're beautiful and you wish they were bigger. Some are massive and you're like, oh, this is great. Some, they're big and you're like, I paid $50 fucking for this big ass bag and I already have 20 amethysts at home. Now I got another big chunk of amethyst, but maybe we needed it. I mean, you know what I mean? So that's what's going on in someone's mind and emotions right now. Or yours if it's reversed. Do you think this person has any time to be present with you right now, or to, no. They need to be in la la land right now. Yes, I'm saying it. You're talking to me here. Do I ever say that? I don't know if I've ever said that. In fact, I don't think I have ever said that. But right now, I'm saying it. It's okay. It's okay for somebody to kind of detach from their surroundings. The change is going to happen whether they like it or not. It already is. This is a beautiful place to be. It's almost like a little pocket. Like a little pocket that the universe is like, here you go. It's almost like being put under spiritual surgery, kind of like when you journey with ayahuasca. That's what it's called when you go to sleep. It's like the universe is performing a spiritual surgery where we're able to kind of detach from whatever visions we're getting and whatever's kind of overwhelming us at the time, and we're put into this like deep sleep. It doesn't even feel like a sleep. You just kind of go somewhere else, and you may not even remember where you go, but you're put under. That's it. Somebody here is, wide awake, walking around. I'm wide awake. Na, 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 na. I wish I knew then what I know now. Would have dived in, wouldn't back down. I don't remember the lyrics. Gravity hurts. Then I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud 9, crashing from the high. I'm letting go tonight. That's it. Somebody's letting go, or they need to. They're in the process of like, and they might not even know they're letting go of everything that's going on, and kind of trusting the universe to allow these shifts and changes and pivots to happen. This stopping at the top of the Ferris wheel moment. But that's what's happening. Okay, they're telling me to look up this the lyrics. I don't even know the name of that song. Katy Perry. Is it like Cloud 9? No, it's called Wide Awake. But they are. Someone is very awake right now. But they may not see it like that. Definitely the people around them who are, a part of this change that they're going through and are going to be affected by this, perhaps because the person's less present, less what they want them to be. Okay, well, but this is what's happening. This person is pretty awake during this time. They're probably more awake than ever. It's kind of like when you're asleep. Whenever we go to sleep, are we really sleeping? Or are we more awake when we're asleep and more asleep right now when we're talking? That's how I think shit is. I think everything's backwards in this world. I think we're in bass-ackwards world where when we're doing this, we're asleep as fuck. And when we're actually sleeping, we're more open to everything. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I was in the dark. I was falling hard with an open heart. How did I read the stars so wrong? Well, that's because we were trying to read them instead of just letting it reveal itself to us. You know what I mean? Thinking too much about it. And now it's clear to me that everything you see ain't always what it seems. Somebody is going through an adjustment and they're realizing that whatever they've been in and whatever they've been doing, everything is not what it's seemed. They're going through an adjustment spiritually. Yeah, I was dreaming for so long. But the awake type dreaming, now they're actually like seeing it. I wish I knew then what I know now. We already talked about that. Falling from cloud 9, crashing from the high. I'm letting go tonight. I'm falling from cloud 9. I'm not losing any sleep. See? You see? I picked up every piece and landed on my feet. Need nothing to complete myself. I'm born again, out of the lion's den. I don't have to pretend. Yeah, they don't want to pretend. They're tired of the shit. I don't want to pretend. Yeah, I'm going through some shit. If you don't like it, leave. And leave quietly. Like, there's no need to go out kicking and screaming and making a big deal about it. That's fine. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. I am a person. I am on this planet just like you. I piss and shit like you do, and I will die that, maybe not the same way you do, but I'm going to die like you will as well. Whether I'm cremated, ground up, put into a box, or in the fucking ground, either way, I'm going to be put back into the darkness, which is what I came from in the mother's womb. I sat in darkness for 9 fucking months. I am well aware of it. So therefore, when I go through these moments that can be quite dark, if you don't understand that, I understand that you may not be able to understand that because there's changes going on within me, and perhaps you're not ready for these changes, or you just don't agree with them, or you don't like them, or you feel like I should be performing for you still in some way. Therefore, please feel free to exit. Do you know what I'm saying? I wish I knew then what I know now. Well, we didn't, but now we do, okay? So somebody here that you're connected to is going through some shit. They seem a little wishy-washy because they are, and it's okay. It's all right. If you're watching for an Aries, that's what's going on with an Aries. If you love them, you love them. If you accept them and you support them, then you accept them and support them. Or is it all just really conditional? Who fucking knows, right? So just observe. Just sit back and observe. Page of Swords, take it all in. If this person wants to talk, they'll talk. If they want to share, they'll share. If they don't, they won't. Vice versa. You know? You seem to have... Now, you can go through your own changes as well. It's not over for us. We never fully get there until we get there, and then we're out of here. So we're always learning, and we're always going to be changing, whether we like it or not, or surrender to it or not, resist it or not. And right now, though, you seem to be... the same is not occurring for you at this time. You're at a different level. I think you would be great for whoever this is right now in whatever way, romantic, not, I don't care who this person is to you or whatever the potential of it could be. I'm talking about right now. And right now, this is what they're going through, you know, and you can see it. You can see it because you have been there. You accept the truth of situations. You've had to be there, right? You've fallen on these hard times, and you've gone through these changes, these pivots, these adjustments. You know, how many times has your fucking path changed? How many times has your fate, your destiny, your calling changed? How many times has your luck changed? And sometimes it seems like your luck has changed for the worse, but it was actually ended up being for the better. Right? But at first it felt like it was for the worst. And it's like, what the hell? You feel like you're cursed, but actually it was all a blessing in motherfucking disguise, wasn't it? And you can see that from the outside looking in because been there. So this isn't about trying to control someone and trying to be like, I need to know. What are they going to choose? And they don't choose me. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want to be present when I want them present. This isn't about that. This is about somebody here, and I love you in this energy because this is you knowing that. This is you that people did that to you, and you wish they would have just backed the fuck up and stopped trying to control you. But they didn't, did they? Nor were they ever really loyal or loved you for who you were. Like, loving somebody for who they are, what does that even mean? Because I'm like 500 different people at all times. I'm always changing. If you love me for who I am, that means that you love the change that is inevitable to occur within me and around me at any given time, and you will accept that and kindly move to the side while I go through my adjustments. That's loving me for who I am. Who I am is never the same. And shouldn't be. We didn't come to do that. We did not come to Earth to do that. We came to Earth to grow and change and evolve. So you accept whatever somebody's going through and whatever a situation is going to turn out to be and whatever decisions they have to make and whatever path they have to be on, whether they come towards you or away from you. You accept it. You understand it because the same shit's been true for you. How many times? A lot. So you're loyal to this person in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's someone you barely know. You might know them well, I can't tell. But you're loyal. You have a willingness to see beyond whatever it appears, you know. Whatever it appears that someone's going through, you're willing and accepting to see beyond it. Kind of like reading between the lines of a situation with a person. And you understand that. Like, you understand the whole situation, even if they don't think you know about it. But you do. Because experience, you know. I love the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords, which also has like a level of intuition. Yeah, it's not the cup suit, but it's wisdom. It's wisdom and truth and integrity. So you are coming from a place of understanding. Because you have a familiarity with this type of shit. You get it. You understand everybody's got a different process and they have their own way of doing things, you know. So you don't need any clarity. You feel it, you know it, you see it, you've been there. So this is great. I really like this message a lot. And look, the person thinks very highly of you. Trust me, like, you may even be a light in someone's darkness. Hell, you might have even said something very direct that could have been the whole fucking spawn of this beginning of this turn for them. To everything, turn, this falling from cloud 9. Hell, you might have been the one that popped the fucking balloon over here. I don't know, you might not have been, but you might have been a little bit of it. And that's okay, because they needed it. And the worst thing to do would be like, I'm not only gonna pop the balloon, I'm gonna suck all the fucking helium out of it. No, you let the helium come out when the fucking helium wants to come out. At the speed that the helium wants to come out, if it even wants to come out. If the shit wants to stay in there until it naturally just gets all fallopidated and shit, and then let it. Fuck! And that is, you don't understand what that means to this person right now, what someone's going through. The fact that no matter what they go through, this reminds me so much of Alyssa. Alyssa has been with me for so long through all of my changes, and that is loyalty right there. Hell, you could be a Leo watching this that is being there for an Aries, okay? You don't have to be, but anyways, Alyssa is a Leo. That's just my personal experience. I'm talking, I have gone through so many, like, you know how people come and go? A lot. I'm very, you know, that's why I say I'm controversial, because I'm always changing. And that, you know, people don't like that shit, man. They don't. That is very rare to find somebody who likes that and who will stick by your side and be there no matter what. That's talking about, I really do support you and I really do love you for who you are today, who you were yesterday, and who you'll be in the next hour, because it's probably going to be different. Hopefully. That's genuine love. Is it common? Fuck no. No. No, it's not. It's very rare, actually. But this is love. Like, I don't even know who this is to you and how well you know this person. But you're familiar with the journey. And it's unconditional in the sense of, I don't need you to be anything particular for me. I'm not looking for anything specific. I don't need you to perform. I don't really need shit from you. I don't need shit from this person. Right? That's the energy you're coming from. I don't need anything from this person. I just enjoy observing them with the Page of Swords. I enjoy learning about them. Somebody here could have a strong, hold on. Like a Scorpio, Pluto, Pluto and Scorpio, something like that. I really enjoy deeply getting to see someone's process and underneath the surface. This is nothing surface level, like, oh, surface. Everything's fucking surface here. This is, I can watch from the sidelines and observe the many different changes that someone's going through without any attachment to it. In fact, I quite enjoy this because I get it, and same bro, same sis. So I'm enjoying that. Anyway, so the person looks at you as like, thank God for you. I don't know if they tell you that and you're not even looking for that, but they feel that about you. Like you effectively, we were talking about that Three of Pentacles, right? How whatever you do, it could just be who you are. It's effective. Like you have an effective ability to help others, whether you're even aware of it or not. See some stuff that may be difficult to accept and really, you know, sit with, but it's effective, meaning it's working. And probably not because you're like, do this, and you should do this, and I know everything, but because you're an example of it. You're a walking example of it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So somebody's off in La La Land right now, but that's okay. It's a good thing. Yeah. They're oh, it's like they're off in the cosmos. They could be off in the cosmos. Like, really? Maybe they're starting to ponder or really actually get into some spirituality here. Deeper. If they're already in it heavily, they're getting into it deeper. Or they're about to. I feel like somebody's in like a meditative state, even if they don't realize they are. Motherfucker, the Hermit. There you go. Confirmation. There you go. I don't know anyone that is in more of a spiritual meditative state than that. So, what'd I say? Somebody's going through like an awakening. They're falling from cloud 9. There you go. So they seem a little cold, seem a little distant. Here you got the Hermit on top of a mountain, way the fuck away from people, icing themselves out, just surrounded by freezing cold, but taking it all in, man. Taking it all in. You get this Hermit here clarifying this 7 of Cups. Tell me that that's not somebody off in La La Land. But in a good way. Like, this is where they need to be. This is part of their spiritual path. They need to do this. Therefore, that means at times they need to isolate. They need to detach from society. Even you. They need to detach. It's part of it. I mean, even fucking Jesus did it. I mean, you don't have to believe in Jesus. You can believe whatever you want to believe in. But I'm going to throw that out there. Even Jesus did it. Separated from society, from people, to go pray, to go be alone, to take it all in, to digest, to ponder, to think. Somebody's diving deep within themselves, like maybe even, who the fuck am I? Who am I? What is my truth? What is my identity? What am I supposed to be doing? Who am I supposed to be with, if anyone? Where am I supposed to be ultimately in life? You know, these type things. May actually be diving deeper into spirituality. I keep getting that. I keep dropping the cards too. Yep, look at this. Page of Pentacles. Could actually be getting into spirituality, or at least thinking about it. Astrology as well. Maybe, you know, looking more into their like zodiac signs, or keep wanting to say cosmos. And you're just kind of back here observing, taking it all in, knowing that, my ears ringing, confirmation, that if they want to talk to you, or if and when, that you're going to be right there to listen. To just listen and have empathy and take it all in. And if they then want like feedback of just like your own personal experience, because you really can't, you know, we can't tell them, because that's their experience and what they're going through. We're not here on that mountain with them. Shit, we don't know what's going on internally. They can either, you know, nor confirm nor deny, or some shit like that. But we're just kind of here for the ride along with somebody, and sometimes it's best to do that out of the way. Like, all right, do you, boo-boo. Do you. And then once they go through this person, I feel, is going to want to come to you, because they feel that you understand. That you get it. And not only that, but you don't try to fucking control them. I don't know why I just got this vision. This is a really fucking weird vision. I just saw somebody trying to jack it. You know what I mean? Like jack it, hold it, jack it, squeeze it. Why? Why don't we just let it spray how it wants to? Let it go where it wants to go. You know, I'm not actually saying that, but I am saying that, but I'm not saying that. I mean, it's kind of like, that's a terrible example. I don't know why I'm getting that vision of somebody who's like choking the shit out of it, or just like squeezing it until it spews like a volcano. But it's like, why don't we just let it, you know, it's going to go where it wants to go anyway. Just let it fall. It's not like we can do it with our vaginas. When we pee, that shit's like sticking your finger in the fucking end of a water hose, like when we were kids and we drink the water out of the hose, sticking your finger in it, and it just goes everywhere. You know, like women, we don't have that luxury of being able to aim. By the way, if you have a ding-along, how can you not aim in a urinal? How does it end up on the floor? You can actually aim and hold that shit. But here we're talking about not aiming and not holding it. Just let it go where it wants to go. Just let it out. Let it go. Look at all these cups everywhere. That shit is going all over the fucking place. This is somebody who is all over the place right now. A little brain fog. Feeling a little emotionally. I don't know what the fuck to do or think, or, you know. Good. Let it go. Let it hang out. Let it all hang out. Let it go everywhere. This is like somebody taking the spiritual bra off just to let it all hang out. You know, tentacles, just everywhere. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Nothing feels better than taking your hair down after a long day of having it up. I know for sure because I got thick-ass long hair. And it feels so damn good to just let that shit hang out. 6 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Look, somebody here is going to get where they're needing to go, where the universe is trying to kind of adjust. And they're going to get there in their own time, in their own process, in their own way. And not by us being little fucking assholes trying to control their ass or being like, well, we're not getting what we need. Okay, well, then we'll go where we can fucking get what we want. Shit. You know, but here and now, this is an individual person like we are, and they're going through their shit, and let them. Let them. Because they're going to come through it. I see it. Probably not that long from now. They're going to come through it, whatever this is, and they'll have a clearer vision. And they're going to be a victor as well with the six of Wands and that 3 of Pentacles. Once they do this like work on themselves, or they surrender to the work that's being done, whether they are trying to have it happen or not, they're surrendering to it. They're going to come out triumphant. They're going to come out a victor, a winner. And you're going to celebrate this person. And they're going to want, you know who they're going to come to? Because the 6 of Wands is not just a victor because they're celebrating themselves and their own victory. Whatever that victory is. Here it looks like a spiritual one, like something they realize. They share that victory with people around them. How are you going to share victory with people who ain't trying to hear it? Because they didn't want that. Or it wasn't in their timing, or blah, 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 what the fuck ever. You can't. So you know who they're going to come to? You. Because you backed up, you eased up off their asshole and their nutsack a little bit while they were going through this. And you allowed this person to go through whatever it is with no expectations that they were going to come to you with shit afterwards. And here they come. Now when? I don't know. And I don't think you're even asking when, because again, it's not about that. Whenever they fucking damn good and ready to. That's when. They're going to come to you and tell you all about it. You probably have a really good conversation with the star. There you go. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angel. They may even say you're like a little angel to them. If they don't say it, they're feeling that. Okay? They're feeling that. Like a little star. That's healing energy after this tower. And this tower to me, it's like an internal one. They're going through this spiritual adjustment. I feel like someone's going to have a better, fresher understanding of who they are after this is all said and done. It's not over after that. They'll do more. And they'll also slip back into La La Land and Dreamland. Dreamland. What's this? You know, like on the Nightmare Before Christmas when they're sleeping, he's like, they're safe inside their dreamland. When he lays on the little kids when they're sleeping. And then he goes, what's this? And then they wake up. There's children throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Absolutely, no one's dead. That's coming from inside. What's this? Yeah, let them figure it out. What is this? They're doing a little spiritual scavenger hunt right now. Let them. They're having fun. Fucking Easter egg hunting and shit. Let them. Back up, which you are. I love it. I don't even know I'm saying it to you because you are. You're not even... You know, but maybe it bothers you for a minute. You know, you feel a little some type of way, but then you sit with yourself and you're like, what's the worst thing that people did to me when I went through something? And, you know. Exactly what I don't need to be doing to this person right now. So I'm not going to. I'm going to continue focusing on myself, do what I got to do. And guess what? They're going to come your way and they're going to share with you like something about themselves or whatever, whoever, whatever. And you'll be right there because you're not a control freak. A control freak. All right. Thank you guys for being here with me and I'll talk to you later. Bye.